Look, we obviously got off to a little bit of a flyer, and that probably was more the fact Whaka Zaman played 4 or 5 shots, and it probably gave a bit of a false indication as to how the surface was playing. And then, we didn't help ourselves through the middle. We chose some poor options. When the ball started to nip through and bounce steeply, we probably didn't assess that it was a bit more challenging, and then took some high-risk shots. And then a couple of run-outs through the middle, certainly with a set batter, didn't help.
Like you coached RCB, you roamed around all over the world. You have seen so many T20 wickets. Do you feel these sort of wickets are ideal for a proper T20 match?
No, I think it's not helpful for anybody. I think if people are trying to prepare for the Asia Cup or a World Cup, that's not acceptable. That's no excuse for some of the decisions we made with the bat, but in international cricket, that pitch is not up to international standard for sure.
Anyone else want to ask questions?
Mike, just to reiterate on the pitch, yesterday the Bangladesh captain actually was quite wary about similar pitch that Bangladesh used against Australia and New Zealand a few years ago, and we asked him a number of times whether this is the sort of pitch that's going to happen. Are you surprised that Bangladesh uses this sort of pitch at home? And I mean, isn't it detrimental to their own batters?
Look, I don't think it helps them when they leave Bangladesh. But I think, I think also batting first in those situations is challenging. When you aren't quite sure, whether 100's good enough, 130, 150. And I think when you go away and you play on flatter surfaces, you can get exposed. So I don't think it's good for anybody, but as I said, it still doesn't take away the fact that you've got to perform better on any surface, and that's something that we'll be looking at as a team ourselves.
Coach, I don't know if the question has been done already, but I want to know just, did the urgency of the batsman cause you the match? Like in the first power play, you were scoring at good rates in the first 3 overs, and then after that, they were like swinging at everything. So do you think they could have just stopped the little and assess the condition to continue the innings?
Yeah, I've probably answered that question earlier on, where I think Whaka Zaman got us ahead of the game through playing some exceptional shots, and it probably defied the surface, and then we thought that it was potentially better than it was, and then when the seamers came on, it was pretty clear that it wasn't, and we didn't adjust quickly enough.
You also stay with the commentary team in the IPL, so you really focus on the T20 franchises also. Bangladesh do plays similar T20s in this sort of wickets in BPL. What sort of suggestions you want to give to improve their cricket and the wicket also?
Look, I mean, I'm not here to help Bangladesh in terms of how they go about things, but I mean, I think, to develop cricketers, you want good cricket wickets. And I think that even during the BPL, to be fair, there has been some really good cricket wickets here. It's just when often you play internationals, they're not quite up to that standard.
Thank you. Already done.
Thank you.